Hi guys, welcome to AJ Coding Tutorials. In this tutorial, you will learn the 5 key data types and how to declare variables for each in Java. With that being said, let's get started. So the first variable type that we're going to learn is integers. Integers are just whole numbers. So I can show an example right here by just printing out 1 plus 3 to the console. 1 and 3 are integers. Now we can perform many mathematical operations. We can do addition, subtraction, we can do multiplication, we can do the modulo operator, among many other things. Now, one key thing to note about integers is you're only going to get a whole number when you perform your arithmetic. So let's say we wanted to do 1 divided by 3. Our answer, it's going to end up being 0. That's because 1 divided by 3 is a third, and you round down to the nearest, so it's just 0. The next data type is doubles. So if we wanted to get the answer to 1/3, we would just do 1.0, and that would print 0.33, repeating. Now, say we want to do 1.5 divided by 3. We could get an answer for that. Or 1.5 plus 0.25. We could also get an answer for that. So that's what doubles are. Doubles, think decimal, integers, whole numbers. The next key data type is booleans. Booleans are just true and false. And we're not going to use much of these to start, but once we start getting through conditional statements, they'll come in handy. So it's just true and false in all lowercase. We also have chars, which is just a single quote and a single character. So we could do A, do 3, and we could do hashtag. Or pretty much anything on your keyboard you can do, and you do it once, and that's a character. Now, a string is just a bunch of characters strung together. So we'd use double quotes, and we'd say dog. Notice how that's just 3 characters strung together. We would just run that, and you'd see dog print. Now that we know 5 key data types, I'm going to show you how to create variables for each of them. So we can start off by creating a variable for integers called number of people. So to declare an integer as a variable, you're going to write int in lowercase, the name that you want the variable to be. So we're going to say number, capital O, F, capital P, pull, equals, let's say we have 4 people. Notice how O and P are capital. This is referred to as camel case, and it is typical practice when declaring variables. So, if we wanted to print the number of people, we would just go into our print statement and we write number of people. And we could run that, and we print 4. So now let's say that we wanted to do a double. We'll say double in lowercase, which remember, double decimal, int is a whole number. We'll do double, let's say cost of pizza. So cost of pizza. Let's say a pizza costs $21. Now we'll run this. We can just copy and paste it in. We can put it in our print statement. And as you can see, it'll print 21. Now let's say we wanted double cost per person. And we could set that equal to cost of pizza divided by number of people. And if we copy that and put it in there to our print statement, you'll notice, oh, forgot my semicolon, don't forget that. You'll notice that the cost per person is $5.25. So now let's say a Boolean. Boolean, you just write in lowercase, and we'll say is hungry. And we'll set that to true because we want pizza. So we can just print that, is hungry, and you'll see is hungry is true. Now say we want a char. So we'll just write char in lowercase, letter, equals, single quotes, A, don't forget the semicolon, and then we'll just print out letter, and it'll print to the console A. Now let's say we wanted to declare a string. We'll write string with a capital S. Now notice how the S is capitalized. This is because a string is a reference type. The previous types were called primitive types. We'll get into the difference between these in a later video, but for now, just remember that when declaring a string, you need to have a capital S. So we'll say string, let's just write sentence, equals, double quotes, the cost per person is, space, semicolon, and we'll just print out sentence. And we'll run that. You can see the cost per person is. Now this segues us into a concept called concatenation. So we're just going to write a plus, and then we'll say the variable cost per person. And as you can see, it'll print. Now let's say we wanted it to also have cost per person, but we wanted a dollar sign because it's in dollars. We would just add a dollar here, dollar symbol, run it, and you can see the cost per person is $5.25. Another example of concatenation would be if we wrote the following. Double quotes, capital the, space, plus number of people, plus double quotes, space, of us spent, space, dollar sign, over, plus cost of pizza, plus double quotes, space, on a pizza, period, we each spent, space, dollar sign, double quotes, plus cost per person. And we can run that, and we'll see right here to the console it prints, the four of us spent $21 on a pizza. We each spent $5.25. So that concludes the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and have a good one.